I'm saying, guys? It's steady, but I'm still going. That's crazy. You know, I think about life. Life always, you know, let me tell you what a close friend of mine said. She said, when life throws you a ball, either you can strike out or you can hit it across the park. I'm not about to strike out. I'm not going to stop until I finish delivering my message. So I hope you guys stick with me, or if you seeing this on YouTube, go to the second part, third part, fourth part. But how many takes it takes, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to relay my message. So, like I said before, is that I changed what I watched on TV as well. I don't want to watch the news and everybody around me killing or this going on, because that poisons your mind. I didn't want to be a part of that. I didn't want to. I don't want to hear about how high the unemployment rate is. Granted, I do feel bad that people don't have a job, but I didn't want to feed that into my spirit, because I feel like, you know, everybody's tests and trials are different. Nobody's not alike. And so I feel like you have to keep going. And another thing, guys, what I did, I stopped listening to naysayers. Even after I did the Monday show, guys, it's crazy because I'm on Facebook. If you know me, I'm very advocate about the social media because I'm going to school for PR. So you have to be up about the social media. But I was on Facebook and I read somebody's status, and it was about me. And I'm like, wow. Usually the old me, maybe if I was in, at the mindset I was maybe 2 years ago, I would have wow, blanked out. But the new me and the more better me, I'm still the same person, was laughed. It says, you know what, God, whatever issue that person have, that's that person's issue. So I made that to say that don't care what people say about you. They talked about look, they talk about Barack. Oh, he's what they say. What he's not a citizen. Where's his birth certificate? Oh, he's not this. He's not this. They're not that. But you think that stopped Barack from running? No, because he's going another term. You cannot care what people say. You know, my friends tell me, you so emotional. Stop wearing your heart on your sleeve. I never understood because I'm like, I don't wear my heart on my sleeve. And then I noticed I started getting offended by everything. And I'm like, wow, I do. So I started changing that up. I started, building my own self-confidence. So when people say stuff or do stuff about me, I don't get upset anymore. I just kind of feel bad for that person because sometimes it's pure deep ignorance. They don't know no better. And I always say to this guy, you know, Michelle, don't be mad at them because they don't even know they even offended you. So guys, don't let what other people say offend you. Let them talk. Just let that be fuel to your fire. Like T.I. said, let that be your motivation. Because what don't kill you only make you stronger. That goes on to my next point, naysayers. People always going to say stuff. When I came down here, they said, oh, she only going to be down here for 6 months. She's going to be running back to Detroit. She's not going to make it. She's not going to do this. Oh, she's not in college. She's not doing nothing. But when they start seeing they didn't know understand my labor. But when they just start seeing my fruit bearing everywhere, not everybody know change. But I didn't care. I didn't want to prove nothing to them. I had to prove it to myself. So I go to say it's not what you have, materialistic. It's what's up here. You can be the richest man in the world and be unhappy. Or you can be so confined about what people say about you, you can be unhappy. Don't do that. That's a part of positive thinking. You shouldn't care what people say. So if they say you can't, you shouldn't do it anyway because it's your life. If you don't do it right the first time, there's nowhere in the law or anywhere I have read said that if you fail once, give up. No, it's always say try, try, try again. So if you fail, it's okay, try again. Because I guarantee you some of the best inventors fail over, countless, maybe thousands of times. But they never give up. So don't give up. And don't care what people say. What I do, I find myself doing a lot too. And I do it with everybody that I come in contact with, is that I believe strongly in affirmation. I really believe that life lies in the power of your tongue. I strongly believe that. So what I start doing, I start writing affirmations to myself. My godmother, Miss Cunningham, used to always tell me this. I am better. It is better. I am great. And she would tell me to repeat that to myself all the time. And then when I started doing it, I started feeling better about myself. And I did, and I was like, wow. Like, okay, my first semester at Johnson C. Smith. Like I told you before, I was nervous, but when I went and I went to class, that was my first time. Guys, I was at school in Michigan, but never full time. I haven't been full time in so long, but when I came here, I devoted myself heavily into school. So so I was nervous. I was in a classroom, I was looking around, and then when the teachers, I had 6 classes. And I know if I got homework in all 6 classes, I was a little nervous. But I was like, I can do it. Even when I wanted to stop going, I believed in myself. I developed a cheerleading group down here. I say that. For me, my teachers all gravitated to me like crazy, guys. They used to say, it's something about you. And I still hear that now. I used to go, if I had a question, I'm in the office. If I needed help, I stayed late. I was not afraid. By me having all that determination, my first semester at Johnson C. Smith, I got a 4.0. I was excited. I was very excited. My next semester, granted, I didn't get a 4.0, guys. Yeah, but I got a 3.8. Okay? Now, my hard work is paying off. It's paying off. So this year, I'm going strong. I know I'm getting a 4.0 because I believe in myself. And I say part of affirmation is speaking into yourself. Like say, people say, Michelle, Michelle, whatever, Dee Dee, whatever you want to call me. What is affirmation? Affirmation is just words that you say to uplift and encourage you. Well, do I Google affirmation? How do I find an affirmation? You can write your own affirmation. It could be as simple as saying, I am special. I encourage you to start your affirmations out with I am. Because it lets you know, or that lets you know that it's now. Like, I am beautiful. I am an intellectual scholar. I don't tell people I'm smart. I don't even tell, when people say, oh, your kids are smart. There's nothing wrong with smart. I say thank you, but I have intellectual scholars. Okay? Scholars, that's what I'm raising. And I know that I am. I don't, it's just me. People like, oh, smart, scholar, the same thing. No, it's not. The scholar is way more intelligent than a smart person. There's nothing wrong with that. But that is my way of thinking. So this is what I say to myself and to my children. My son told me the other day, guys, that he wanted to be a zoologist. And he said that when he went to school, before school let out, he told everybody he was going to be a zoologist. Kids were laughing and being funny, like, oh, you want to be a zoologist, da, da, da. It was funny because it was different. He didn't want to be a basketball player. He didn't want to be a lawyer. He didn't want to be a doctor. My baby wanted to be a zoologist. So what I did, I went out like any parent to do. I went out and bought him the books about zoologists. But first thing I did, I made him write affirmations. We sat down, he wrote, I am a zoologist. I will be great at what I do. I am caring, I'm loving, and I'm compassionate about animals. I am and will be working at one of my what did he say? I am and I will be working in Africa. I will and I am studying animals. I will go to the most prestigious schools in the country. I will write journals and people will be looking at them just so they can know what I have done in the field of animals. He wrote that, he put it on his wall. So nothing you can do with your affirmation, you can write it down and put it somewhere that you can visually see. You can even write, I am special. What I write, which I should have got my vision board out, because CC coming up next about that vision board. But what I did write is that I am a college graduate. And I also wrote, I am the press secretary of the White House. I put, I am wherever I say I am. And I left it that broad because sometimes I do change up. Tomorrow I might say, I am the president. I might went from press secretary to president. So, but I never downgrade. I always upgrade my words. So I'm telling you now, enhancing your vocabulary helps a lot. Because you'll never know who you come in contact with. So, guys, I think an affirmation plays a big part in your life. Because if you know me and you know my story, life ain't been peaches and cream, and I still have a long way to go. But I'm embracing it, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm getting everything together because I want to hear you guys' feedback. So, my girl Cece got a phone line, calling her, but I'm gonna get it together because I want you guys to call in. I want you guys to tweet. I want you guys to Facebook. I just want to know, your opinions and how you feeling. And my friend Crystal always told me that I should be an inspirational speaker. So I think I'm gonna utilize this tool that I was blessed with to encourage. All I want to do is encourage and uplift everybody because I found out is that, you know, it's better to give than receive. So if I can give a kind word or give a word that just spark light into you, that will make me so happy. And that in turn, let me know that I'm doing the right thing. I encourage you to write affirmations. I really do. That is something that I really encourage you to do. That because it's very, very important to believe in yourself. It is because I see it every day. You know, like I'm the vice president of the National Association for Black Journalists at my school chapter, and I see a lot of the college kids come in, and I just hear how they talk and how they don't believe in themselves, and I say, wow, you have to. I did interview you guys. I know you already know I talked about it with Judge Hen. Guys, she believed in herself. She was raised without a mother and a father, lost all alone. But in her heart, she was never an orphan, she said. She knew that she would be doing great things. And look at her now. You just have to believe in yourself. Affirmations, positive thinking. You have to do affirmations. You have to watch the company you keep. You have to watch the words that you use. If you think you're about to say something negative, catch yourself. Catch yourself. I encourage everybody to Google positive words. So you could kind of just change it up and you compare positive words to negative words and you'll see. Just do it for one day. I challenge everybody, do this for one day. And I guarantee you'll see stuff in a different light. Your mood will change. I guarantee you. Another thing, don't give in to naysayers. If people say stuff about you or they say that you can't do nothing or you won't do nothing or you never going to be nothing, let them say it. Just don't accept it, but let them say it because people going to say what they want to say. That's one thing I don't do. People talk about me all the time. I don't care, but I don't accept the words that they say. I don't let them feed that into my spirit, and I don't let them put their negative energy into mine. I don't hang around negative people. You say one negative word, I kind of lean away from you. I shy away from you because I don't need that in my circle. I try to surround myself with uplifting people. And a lot of the friends I had, them been friends that I had for years, years, and they already know how I feel. So they don't even call me with no negativity, no drama, no none of that, because they know that I'm not that type of person. But if they do call me, if they want a word of advice, some encouragement, because they know that I'm not biased, and they know I want nothing but the best. So you need to have friends like that in your life. You need to have people, like I told one of my friends that I was moving when I graduated. Okay. She didn't say nothing. Now, she said, Michelle, you can move wherever you want to do. You can move to England if that's what your heart desires. And I respect her for that. Because, some people, you tell them your dream, you laugh. Because when I used to tell people I want to do PR, first thing they say, what is PR? Public relation. Then they say, what is public relation? I explain it to them. And then they say, well, why you want to do that? And then they say, well, how you going to do that? You are a mother. What about your kids? But I didn't let that feed them to my spirit. I still did it, and I'm still doing it. I'm not even graduated from college, and I already work at a PR firm. So just imagine, because I'm there because I believed in myself. And when you see me, you can see the determination. That's why I call myself Determined Diva, because I'm a very determined individual. Like my girl Cece said, you can be determined too. All you have to do to be a determined diva, a diva, that's for guys, just fight. I'm not talking about physically fight. Just fight for what you want. I'm going to say this one pointer again. Without struggle, there's no success. You can't expect not to. You can't expect not to crawl. Like in the words of Mary Mary, you got to crawl before you walk. You got to walk before you run. Everything takes steps. Everything takes steps. Oprah Winfrey, they said, you was too ugly to be on TV. Before she was even on TV, you too ugly to be on TV. She did not let that get her down. She knew, even if she knew she was ugly, she didn't believe it. Because look at her now. She owned her own network. When it was time for her to, y'all, she went to ABC and told ABC that she wanted to take ownership of her show. And they wasn't embracing it. They was naysayers. Oh, Oprah, you can't do that. No, you shouldn't do that. It's not gonna happen. It's no, not. So she said, you know what? Let me start my own network. If I can't take my show with me, I'm gonna start my own network. Oprah been starting that network for 3 years. She got it now. No matter what doors closed in her face.